Hello to all the Web3 enthusiasts. This is Max speaking, and welcome to the new exciting episode of Synopsis. Please welcome our today's guest, Cecilia Hsueh, the CSO of MEXC Exchange. Hello, Cecilia. How are you today?
Hi, Max. I'm good. Thank you for having me here today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to see the experts driving the industry, and we have a bunch of questions prepared for today. So, if you don't mind, let's get straight to the action.
Sure, let's do that.
Well, since it's your first time at Synopsis, let's begin with the introduction. Could you please tell us about yourself and your background in crypto and blockchain areas?
Sure. So I'm in the crypto space for exactly 6 years and entering the seventh year now. And the first project I did was a centralized exchange. So I co-found a centralized exchange called MEXC. And then 3 years after, I also co-found another project, which is a layer two chain. It's called Morph. And now I'm back into centralized exchange again.
Well, pretty brief, but still the solid background is visible. So we have a real expert here. And actually, why did you choose MEXC and join this company?
Um, I think as I mentioned that the first thing I did in when I entered crypto space is to actually build a centralized exchange. So this is something that I'm very familiar with. But after like 3 years, I joined a chain and tried to establish a chain. But apparently, I think like I'm more exchange person because I like to talk to traders and talk to them and take their suggestions, the feedback about our products, and then go back to our team and help them to optimize and improve the operation and the product. So this is something I think I'm good at. And also I love to talk to retail users and traders. That's why I come back to centralized exchange. And MEXC as the top, like the leading exchange, centralized exchange in the world, I think it has already a very good awareness on the market. So people know about MEXC. But like I think with my joining at MEXC, I can also help it to improve its reputation on the market and a lot of like trading, a lot of trading details in terms of product. So that's why I joined MEXC. I'm very excited to go back to the trading community and talk to the traders again.
Wow, sounds awesome. And for me personally, also because it's extremely valuable to hear that the C-levels of the leading companies are not just ready, but are eager to listen to the feedback and working with it. So when it starts with the community, then it means it's built for the community. And that's, as I said, really valuable. It sounds great, like a great motivation. Well, so it's not surprising that today's discussion will be mostly devoted to discussing the MEXC, its recent news, and how the things are going. So let's start building this at least general image of how the things are going, and would like to begin with the original question, so to say. It's pretty huge, so I'll split it in two. So the first part is that MEXC now serves over 40 million users across 170 countries. So it's almost the entire world. So there is a little bit less than 200 countries in the world, and you operate in 170 of them. That's huge. So the question is, which regions are driving the strongest growth right now?
Yeah, I think over the past 2 years, we've seen the most dynamic growth in Asia, Latin America, and also CIS. So in Asia and Latin, the drivers have been rapid financial digitalization and strong interest in Web3 projects. And like in the CIS and also I think Eastern Europe, it's a region historically strong with historically strong crypto cultures. So users have been familiar with Bitcoin and altcoins, and also they actively use P2P services. And I would say they closely follow all the emergent projects. So that's why these regions are pretty strong for MEXC. And we do put a lot of efforts, team, budget-wise, to expand these regions. So we also see a very good result from that.
Wow, sounds great. And being a representative both of CIS and Eastern Europe, I'm glad to hear that we're like common with the crypto and being the drivers of the growth. And one more question actually about these regions, CIS and Eastern Europe. So in 2024, you reported 245% increase in fraud in these regions. So could you please tell us how you are addressing this issue?
I think, yeah, in like last year, we recorded almost like 250% increase, specifically like the fraud, specifically in CIS region. I think the surge is due to both the activity of cyber criminals and also to the high level of user engagement. So to counter this, we've built like a multi-layer protection system. First one is from the technical level. So we are using, for example, real-time transaction monitoring algorithm, machine learning models for detecting suspicious patterns, and also like automatic blocking of risky transactions. This is the first level of from the technical wise, and second level is from the organizational level. So we have strengthened the KYC and also AML procedures, including enhanced checks for P2P traders. And last but not least, we also conduct a lot of education contents, a lot of education campaigns to raise awareness and warn users about the most common fraud schemes on the market.
Well, sounds really secure, and I do hope that these measures will really help dealing with the frauds, because these numbers of increasing frauds is actually crazy for me, and I do hope that AI and machine learning security measures will overcome and deal with the people's factor. So we'll see how it goes, but right now sounds really solid. Well, moving on to the next thing I wanted to ask. So it's not written on my t-shirt, but it's written on my other merch from MEXC. So your motto is your easiest way to crypto. So could you please tell us, how do you make access to crypto easier for users, and what differentiates MEXC products from other platforms?
Yeah, so I think we made it like easier for people to remember like what MEXC stands for, or what are the key selling points of MEXC. So basically, you can take MEXC, the 4 letters, as an abbreviation of our main selling points, or to answer your question, like why it is the easiest way to crypto or crypto trading. So actually, M stands for most trendy tokens. I think this is well known. Like MEXC is well known as we listed a lot of trading pairs. I think in total we have around 4,000 trading pairs now, including both perpetual trading and also spot trading. And I do think that we are one of the top leading centralized exchange who have the most trendy tokens listed. We are not only the biggest number of trading pairs, we are also the fastest to list all these trendy tokens. Take Trump, for example. At the beginning of this year, we listed Trump, I think 2 hours after their on-chain on-chain live. So 2 hours after it's live on-chain, MEXC already listed on MEXC. And also, I think the other top centralized exchanges, most of them list Trump 10 hours after the on-chain activity happened. So we are always the fastest to provide, the best trendy token selections for our users. And second, like E, MEXC, the E stands for exclusive events, or everyday airdrop, you can say. So if you check MEXC every day on our landing page or our app, you will always see that today there's something happen. Like either there's a big airdrop, or there's like a top leading projects, which offers a zero fee or trading bonuses or trading competition or like a lucky draw for users who trade this project's tokens. So this actually lowers the entry barrier for all users to try to trade with certain projects. So this is number 2. And MEXCX stands for extremely low fee. Within the 4,000 trading pairs, we actually have around 200 trading pairs, including a lot of like top ones, the mainstream ones with zero fee. So it's if you trade a lot, like this is actually a big advantage, because many exchanges they charge a lot from the fees, but users never look into their bills. If they check into the details of their bills, they know that a lot of their like their margin is paid to the fee to the exchanges. But MEXC is willing to give all these benefits back to the users. So that's why we have 200 trading pairs, which charges no fee to the users. And from time to time, as I said, that we have a lot of campaigns, which also give like extra trading pairs with zero fee. And last but not least, MEXC, that last C stands for comprehensive liquidity. So we not only list all these trading pairs, but we also provide very good, very comprehensive liquidity to our traders. So if you trade on MEXC with these altcoins, not only the mainstream tokens, but altcoins, you will also find like zero slippage on that trading pairs, and the trading experience is always one of the best on the market. So yeah, I think this we spent years to polish our trading product so that every features is actually designed for real traders. So if you care about trading experience a lot, if you join MEXC and then trade on MEXC, you'll find that it's just a very smooth trading experience on MEXC.
Wow. So I would say X for extremely detailed answer. So thank you. Everything is in order now, and we see that you completely understand everything you do there. Awesome. Well, let's speak about the thing you mentioned in the beginning about the most trended tokens, actually about tokens. So I'd like to mention these remarkable statistics that from November 2024 to February 2025, MEXC added 461 token to the spot market. So it's, I believe, more than any other major exchange. So could you please tell us, how do you review projects at such a pace of listings, and how do you protect users, traders from questionable tokens?
So as I said that we make the listing like the fast and big number of listing as one of our selling points, because we want to have different positioning as the other major exchanges, because the other ones are more like, I would say, like a department store for like luxury goods in a city center. So it's actually, they don't have a lot of selections of goods. But for MEXC, we are more like I would say kind of like Zara, or it's just like you have fast selections of tokens. Users get into your store and they have plenty of selections with a very reasonable price. So this is the different positioning MEXC hold with the other leading exchanges. But the quality is also very important to us. It's not like the free market. We have plenty of selections of goods, but it's not like you go to a free market where everyone can list their projects with no selections. Where you can find a lot of scams there. It's risky for the users. So we keep the selection in a big number, but also we keep like the goalkeeper of the quality of the projects. So when we review all these projects, of course, we review them very carefully, case by case. The most important criteria we have when we reviewing them is, I think, first of all, their technical foundation. Like we assess like how reliable and innovative the tokens blockchain architecture is. So this is the first thing. And second thing, I think it's the team review. So we analyze the qualification and experience of the team, their history, what kind of projects they have started before, and were they successful, were they scams, and also, what is their reputation in the industry. So this is to the team. And also, of course, tokenomics is very important. So we evaluate the tokens distribution model, incentive mechanism, and also the clarity of its economic structure. And last but not least, I think the legal transparency is also very important. So we basically check the project's compliance with legal regulations, and also I think to both adherence to both local and international requirements. So yeah, I think this is a very comprehensive and very sophisticated review on each project to ensure that users come to MEXC, they trade with trust in all these projects.
Well, sounds reasonable. Thanks for clarifying. And this shows how you managed to work with such a massive data, almost a big data, I would say. And this leads us to the next question. So since you are experts with dealing with so much data, could you please tell us what is MEXC focusing on today? I mean that the landscape of the market is changing every day. The narratives are changing each other. Some trends are fading, some trends are arising like in ours. So could you please tell us which areas of the crypto industry do you consider the most promising right now? So is it RWA, GameFi, Layer 2 solutions, whatever it is? And what are your personal expectations for the nearest future? What will be the trends and main narratives?
So I think, as I mentioned, that we spent years to build up a very professional trading platform. So MEXC, as the exchange itself, it focused basically mainly, I would say 90% to build up this trading platform itself. But we have MEXC Ventures, which is the trading, the investment arm for us. MEXC Ventures actually focus a lot on investing in different top leading players in different sectors. So I would say maybe the focus you are talking about is more about MEXC Ventures. So which area we are more interested to invest in, right?
Okay, got it. And today we mentioned several times actually the care about users and protecting them from frauds, from questionable tokens, whatever it is. So could you please tell us about the reserves of MEXC and how do you protect users?
Yeah, of course. So I think MEXC actually maintains a robust approach to reserve and user protection. And we are built on transparency and also risk management and advanced security protocols. So MEXC holds substantial financial reserves to ensure liquidity and also operational stability, allowing it to meet users' withdrawal demands even during periods of high market volatility. Like the past weekend, MEXC didn't see any problems with zero downtime and also zero risk with the withdrawal demands. And these reserves are actively monitored and audited internally. And also MEXC applies industry's best practice to segregate operational funds from user assets, reducing the counterparty and operational risks. So I think in March this year, we actually further strengthened our security infrastructure through us strategic partner with Hacken, the security company, I would say a leading blockchain security auditor. So this collaboration includes very comprehensive platform assessment, encryption audits, and also proactive protection against emerging cyber threats. And we also like roll out 100 million Guardian Fund in June this year. So every wallet address is linked to the fund is publicly displayed on the dedicated webpage where users can verify balances and review on-chain transactions to see the specific scenario covered, such as like large-scale exploits or critical system like vulnerability. So if such like incident is verified, the fund can be released immediately, delivering fast, transparent composition without the delays typical of third-party insurance, and adding a real-time and on-chain safety net to MEXC's multi-layer security stack.
Oh, sounds great. And I would say that we passed through the main body of the discussion, creating the general image of what we have at MEXC today. And getting closer to the final part of the interview, I have a few personal questions for you, Cecilia, if you don't mind. Yeah. Well, the first one is, what is your forecast for Bitcoin's price by the end of the year? Of course, without any financial advice, as all our guests mentioned. So let me do it for you. So just what do you personally expect by the end of 2025?
Well, I'm a Bitcoin maxi. So if you ask me this question, of course, I wanted to go to 1 million one day. So I also like trade and also hold Bitcoins. I wouldn't say a lot, but I since 6 years ago, I joined the space. I started to collect Bitcoin when it was, I think, 2,000, 3,000 US dollar at that time. So yeah, of course, I wanted to always like go higher and higher, and I do believe in so, since the consensus of Bitcoin's value has been raised like significantly during the past years, especially during last year and this year after Bitcoin ETF has been approved. So you see a lot of institutional liquidity come into the market. So Bitcoin has already been I think it's already being treated as a mainstream assets, like trading assets on the market, to both like very traditional financial investors. So yeah, of course. But I can't say like how much, what's the number. But I think for the long term, it's definitely a good thing to hold Bitcoin, and the value will be increased by the increase of the consensus of the market.
Well, sounds great. And for the final traditional part of all our interviews, what can a Bitcoin maxi and an expert like you suggest for our audience? So this might be a call to action, some piece of wisdom, whatever comes to your mind to share with our audience, addressing to them directly. So please go ahead.
Yeah, I would say like for as a Bitcoin maxi, of course, I think I always give people the suggestion that buy Bitcoin, right? Because I think it's a foundation of the whole crypto industry, and we joined crypto industry because of the mechanism of Bitcoin, because of people believing this decentralization world will happen one day in the real world in the future. So definitely, like I would say, buy more Bitcoin. But also, I would tell people also if you ask me to give suggestions, I would say that trade safe, because during the past week we see a lot of it was a bleeding market. And people trade with high risk, and also they part of the traders, they actually don't know their trading limits, so they don't have the limits. They don't set up a like safety net for their tradings, which causes a lot of liquidation on the market. It is very sad to see that. So I would say every traders need to know what is your limit, where is your safety net, and trade safely. And very important is to have your own trading strategy, not to get FOMO on the market and not to chase the hype on the market, because we know the volatility of crypto market is huge. Sometimes can be just crash everything, crash everybody. So set your own trading strategy and follow the strategy. And trading, don't trade with emotion, but trade rationally. Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and it's a very valuable mention. And the last week was like a nice bucket for the entire market, I believe, even for those who are trading with even 3x leverage. It was a disaster, and yes, so never be too much relaxed and follow your strategy. A very valuable basics that everyone should remember. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Cecilia, and for joining us today. For the first time, that's it, but I do hope to see you in more episodes to discuss, well, a lot of things in more details. And if our audience, and I believe they feel the same. So guys, thumbs up, comments, follow Cecilia, follow MEXC, not to miss the big things. Be active and follow your strategy. For today, that's it. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Max, for your time today.
Yeah,
Thank
so see you everyone in more episodes. Bye bye. Have a good night, day, whatever is in your region.